Hi, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your May 1st to the 15th, 2023 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps this channel grow and helps me out tremendously. So, thank you so much for doing so. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Ooh, this one right here. Oh, the Two of Cups. There's something here where we think there's healing, or we think, okay, this bridge has been made. Like we're on good terms with a person that betrayed us, hurt us in some way before. We're not really. Okay, don't share too much. We can be as civil as can be to this person. They're just not our best friend. So just be aware of this. And this can be hard if this person once was our best friend or something like that. But, just be aware. Just be aware that the healing, it isn't as prevalent, or as it didn't as powerfully take as we would have liked it to. Yeah. Let's see what spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is light. So if you can sit out in the sun, if you can do meditations looking at a candle and just breathing in calm, that would be so beneficial for you. If you can try to really embrace your own personal sleep rhythm, that would also be really, really good. Embracing the light and the dark and how your body reacts to it, that would be really positive for you as well. There's also a sense of a candle in the darkness, or a shining light that always guides you. So that is a very beautiful thing. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. We have to be aware, Taurus, during this time, because we have the Hierophant reverse. This is us in the major arcana. We have to be aware not to get in our own way. We're going to. We can overthink and overanalyze and be super, super stubborn during this time and give people a run for their money, or give even us a run for our money with our stubborn, determined, drive. That's great. It's great to be able to harness ourselves that way. But this can also be rather detrimental, because we can be so focused. We can be so driven. We can also be we'd be ignoring the more sensual, more feminine aspect of ourselves. It doesn't mean that we have to be female at all. What it means is that we are ignoring the nurturing side, or the letting the nurturing side into our lives. And that's something that spirit wants us to be aware of here during this time, that there is a grace and there is a power to us. Just don't get in our own way. We can have a tendency to step on our own toes during this time. Be aware of that. We can also see certain commitments, certain things being tested. It's like, well, maybe I don't want to do that, or maybe I don't want to do this. And we can be having a bit of a disagreement with ourselves. Like, what do I owe that person? Or what do I owe this type of thing? I owe so much to myself. There's just something here where it's like we're being pulled in different directions. Or, the institution of something, it isn't sitting right with us. We're like, I don't want this. Like, I don't need this. Or why do I have to respect this person just because they're, this person, they're like higher up, or they have this hierarchy than me, or they're older than me type of thing. It's not being disrespectful, but it's very much stating to ourselves, I like this, I don't like this. I want this, I don't want this. And that forthrightness can be rather affronting to us. So be aware of that. The Hangman reverse, we've seen things differently, and now we're seeing things differently again. And it was just kind of like right when we were getting comfortable with this new way of seeing things, we're having a curveball thrown our way. That's just something we need to kind of adapt to for the time being. But it's making us question a lot. Am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? Do I know what I want? What is my joy? What is my passion? What is my, whatever? Taurus, we can feel a little bit topsy turvy during this time. We can really be questioning things. We can be trying to see things, trying to understand it, trying to push ourselves forward in the right way for us, and then feeling overwhelmed because maybe we don't know. Like maybe we just don't know. And this is going to be a perfectly good time to say, I don't have all the answers, even though it seems like the most inopportune time. It's like, I should have all the answers. I should know what I'm doing. What the heck is wrong with me? Stop the hurtful self talk. Be graceful with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Because this world goes by so fast. And we never know. We never know what tomorrow brings. Be kind to yourself. Because yes, you are going through a period of transformation, of growth, and feeling a little bit uncomfortable in your skin, or questioning, or, trying to figure things out. And for some, you've had this already happening and you're starting to settle into you. For others, it's going to happen, kind of like around May 1st, it's going to start to happen. And you can feel like, oh, it's just a change of the seasons, especially depending on where you live in the world, whether, it's starting to really become spring or really become, fall. But we're going to see ourselves just looking at things so differently. And it's like, well, is this right? Am I right? Why am I questioning myself? Why is this so hard? Is going to be another thing we say to us. The Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups. There's a dream coming forward. And we're a little dizzy with the dream. We kind of have gotten our head turned by something, or, intrigued by something. And it's like, it has to be right here, right now, right now type of thing. Just be aware of this. Be aware of it. Also be aware that we're naming our dreams. We're saying, but this is what I love, and this is what I want, and this is where I need to be. We're naming our dreams for us. It's not for anybody else. Because there's power in naming it, right? There's almost a sense of ownership and stepping into what we truly love, what we truly want, where we want to be, what we are discovering, what we are desiring for ourselves. The 10 of Wands reversed, we're releasing such a burden. There was such a burden on us. Here, they're carrying all the crochet needles, right, in their hands. So you can even feel it in your hands, like you're holding on to something. Your hands might be really, really sore, or you're learning something new, and it's teaching your hands a new skill, right, type of thing. I know for me personally, like, oh my gosh, my hands have been hurting lately. And there's also a sense of, I've been holding on to something that I need to let go of. And the energy in your body can be telling you in that simple way of, okay, you need to let go of it. Your hands are too tired to be holding it anymore. And I don't know what the proverbial it is, because it's going to be different for each and every person. But it's a real sense of like, I can't do this. I don't want to hold this. And just the realizing, like, I don't want this. That can also be a very big thing. It can also seem wrong, especially with whatever we're struggling with. You can't say, I don't want this. It could have been something that we fought so hard for. We wanted so much for so long, And here it's like, I don't want to do this. Be fair to yourself with what you're carrying. Carry your burdens. They're heavy enough. Don't lift up everybody else's load. You can only carry so much. There's a breaking point in each and every one of us. Carry your load. And don't feel guilty, because you're going to feel guilty. You're going to be like, oh, wow, I should really, we're just going to feel guilty. Like, oh, this, I should help with this, or I should have done that, or, it could have been more. I could have done more. Others aren't feeling guilty. Let them carry their load. They have their life, their lessons to live. It's not being rude and mean. And, if somebody's in need, we don't just let them, sit falling on the side of the sidewalk. That's not nice at all. But there's a sense here of like, okay, these people have to learn their lessons. They have their road to walk. And I can't always make it easier for them. Judgment reversed. Don't judge yourself. That's going to be important. But there's also a sense here of like, instead of everything opening up, it's like it gets smaller. And I know with everything that's happened in the world, maybe we don't want our world to be smaller, but we can also have a bit of anxiety or feeling overwhelmed with the world becoming bigger. There's a sense here of look at you. You're being very harsh and judgmental on yourself. Stop judging you. You're not resurrecting yourself, right? You're not rising up. It's just a sense of it'll never be, I can never. It all becomes very final. It's not very final. It's not. Don't judge yourself so hard. Look at yourself with grace and with love and with compassion. And let yourself be free. Don't be held back. Don't be weighed down by past hurts, mistakes, disappointments, angers, frustrations. Okay? It would be so easy to, instead of like opening everything up, we close everything down. It's like, nope, I can't do this. The world becoming smaller means that we're focusing on the universe within ourselves. We're focusing on the world within us, knowing that we cannot live anybody else's life. And we do not fully understand anybody else's story to the extent that we understand our own. And even that, we go and we seek help to untangle and unmuddle. So it's important. Don't judge yourself so harshly. And look at the universe within you. That's enough to take care of. If everybody took care of the universe within them and met themselves with love and compassion and grace and harmony, and met the world then with love and compassion, grace and harmony, it would be a better world. And it's such a simple, like almost throwaway statement. Oh, just, meet yourself with love and compassion. Fine. Yeah, sure, whatever. But it's so hard to not have the negative speech come in. And that's what it's saying here. We're going to find it just a bit difficult during this time, Taurus, to not let that negative speech come forward and take over. So just be aware of this. Our subconscious message is the Three of Swords. And subconsciously, we have heartbreaks and pains and disappointments and hurts. We need to name them. We need to own them. We kind of need to look them dead in the eye and say, I see you. You don't get to rule me. You don't get to own me. I see the hurt that I have lived through. I lived through it. I know it. But I'm not constantly defined by that suffering. It doesn't get to be my only identity. It moves us to our subconscious message from spirit. And this is rejoice. Rejoice. Celebrate. Find a reason to celebrate. Have a piece of chocolate. Do something that makes you feel happy. Celebrate. Rejoice. Rejoice in your life. A day well spent. A life well lived. Find reasons to celebrate joy. It'll just make everything a little bit brighter. A little bit sweeter. Our subconscious tarot message is the Queen of Swords. This is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But this is also cutting through a lot of bull, knowing our mind and what we want and what we desire. We could be drawn forward by an air sign energy, but we're also here claiming our voice more and more. The Queen of Swords can be seen as harsh. She's the most masculine of the queens, but she is the only one who holds a weapon. She is the only one who had to sacrifice to learn. You could argue like you don't have to sacrifice to learn how to use a cup or, a wand, those type of things, or a pentacle. But you do have to sacrifice to learn a sword. You can hurt yourself. You can hurt others. And it was only for nobility that a sword could be held. So when you see those pictures, I always was confused. When you see the pictures of peasants uprising with pitchforks in their hands. I always thought like, oh, they couldn't afford, right? Weapons. No, they, on pain of death, they weren't allowed to have them because they were meant to be kept poor. A sword was rank, a sword was power, a sword held knowledge to it and opened up a world for you because of that knowledge. Embrace it. The Queen of Swords does not shy down. She does not back down. She knows her mind. She stands in her voice, and she moves forward in that grace. So people find her prickly at times, sure, because she will not always conform. Subconsciously, we will not always conform. We will know our mind, our voice, and what we desire. And we will cut through to the truth of what we want in our lives and of what we are becoming and creating. All right, Taurus. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Taurus. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.